Hello and welcome to the Sanbrooke Adventures, where our home transformation continues. Just under 2 months ago, we moved into our new house, and so far on this channel, we've been taking you along on that journey as we've been decorating and, of course, doing a major transformation here in the garden. Now, not too long ago, I did post a vlog building up the big shed here in the garden with my dad. It was a great project, and check it out if you haven't already seen it. It all slot together over 3 days, and we had so much fun putting it all together. Well, these past couple of days, the weather's been awful, so we've been doing a bit of work inside, and also as well, we've managed to put the doors on the front of the barn shed. Luckily, the weather is really good today, so I'm going to be making some more progress here in the main part of the garden itself, whilst Dad's continuing doing some woodwork on the inside. But come and join us here on the Sanbrooke Adventures as we give you another update on our lovely new garden. Da, 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 da. And here we go. Look at the doors. They look fantastic just on here. Now, of course, as we mentioned previously, they were actually supposed to go onto the big shed down there at the bottom, just at the side where we've connected the barn shed on. However, because we wanted to connect the two through, we thought, well, we may as well put these nice doors that are double glazed here on the barn shed. So yeah, we cut out a massive hole in the side just here. And then, yeah, we've put these big doors in. I mean, I've never had doors this good on this shed before. Now obviously it's all just been stained once at the moment. It is going to get stained again, hopefully, if the weather stays dry. And here's Dad just in here somewhere. Here he is. Hey, working hard.
Yeah, getting ready to strengthen all this flooring down here.
Yeah, it's all coming on though, isn't it? Like, we've done well. Yeah, really impressed with how the doors have turned out. It is, look, from the inside. We've painted them black from in here, or should I say stained them black as well. But yeah, it's looking really good. And obviously these are nice double glazed doors, which are brilliant. Really good handles on there as well. And yeah, we're really pleased with this, because obviously before, the door that led into the shed was actually on that side. But then that was up against our garage, wasn't it, before? So we spun the shed round and we've cut the big hole in this side. And you might be thinking, hang on a minute, why didn't you just use the hole that was already there to put the new doors in? Well, a lot of the wood needed replacing, didn't it, on this side? Yeah, so you can see all that wood's been replaced just here. A few more replacement bits down the bottom, and we've blocked the windows in that were actually on this right hand side before. So effectively we've turned the shed round and then joined it onto this one, and normally them doors would have gone into place just here.
Yeah.
We've got loads of sealer and stuff down there, loads of joints to be sealing now. Obviously we're going to be boarding off different sections in here, insulating. There's a lot still to be done.
We've got to fit wood along all here, get rid of these gaps around here and stuff as well.
Yeah, just so it looks good, and obviously keeps the water out as well, keeps it nice and watertight. But luckily we've not really had any issues with that. We did all the outside, all the roof felt and everything, which has come on well. But I'll be back into you in a minute. Here we go. Also, you've probably noticed that we finished off this decking just down here now, as you can see. So obviously before I changed the garden plans, there was just going to be a walkway going across to a single door, but then when we decided to put in the double doors here, I thought this wants to be decked all the way across. So the stuff I ordered, then yeah, that came, but then we didn't have enough to do this bit because obviously we'd extended the amount. So yeah, we finished off with the composite decking just there, and it means our decking area is absolutely humongous. Look at this. I tell you what, the garden, what a transformation compared to how it looked before, and it's going to look even different in a few hours time, because I've just had a delivery of loads of stones, which is good, which I'm going to be putting in. But yeah, here's a look back towards the shed. Big shed and little shed, that's what I'm calling them now. Looks great. Obviously it's only had, well, the doors have had one coat of stain, the windows have had one coat before I got rained off. The shed's had two, but yeah, the whole thing's going to be getting at least another coat, maybe another one, just to protect the wood. But it looks really nice all joined up together there, doesn't it? I'm really pleased with it. Something else we did whilst the weather was okay was leveled up all of the grass just here. So yeah, we put a sand base underneath, we fastened all of that down. There is going to be a finisher all the way along this side, which we haven't done yet. There's going to be a decking finisher. However, we've not put that in yet because we're going to be running some power down the end here. We're going to have to just lift this section up at the end and run the power down into there, which is going to be done in the next couple of weeks as well, before we start majorly inside with all the work just in there. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff going on both on this channel and also Theme Park Worldwide. We're off to Germany and the Netherlands, so yeah, we're not going to be moving quite as fast now with this project, but we just wanted to get it up, get it watertight before the festive period, and then as we move into more late December into January, then I can start with the inside work. You can already see actually how a few items have already started to appear in there, mainly just to give us a bit more storage in the front room in the house, because we didn't really have a lot of room in there, and we've got a bit more room in there now. But yeah, the grass is all leveled out. I also managed to get these finishes online, these metal strips that you can see just here. We've put one across there and another down here. They're 1 metre long each, and then they actually you fasten into each other, so we've put 4 across down each way, and they're the finishers that are going to of course separate the border with the grass and also this area. So this design's changed a little bit to what I was originally planning, but I thought it looked really nice having the stones laid out like they are. So yeah, we've put these block paves in, we've put 8 of those into place. We've put the sand base underneath, flattened all that out, and then yeah, I've put the fabric down at the bottom here to stop the weeds coming through, or try to stop them coming through. I mean, no matter how much of this stuff you come down, you're always going to get the odd weed coming in, but yeah, that's looking good. So obviously these are going to have some features on for Christmas, aka very soon there's going to be the big Christmas tree standing on here, my app controlled tree that I had at the old house, the big one. And then on here, I'm going to have a water feature, which will be there all year. And then obviously on this side, and then yeah, there's going to be something else for the rest of the year as well. But yeah, next job is basically putting all these stones into place. So obviously I've put all the weed control fabric down. I had a big delivery from B&Q of 30 bags of stones, the like cream coloured stones to fit the colour scheme really of the garden, what we've gone for. So yeah, I'm going to start getting them out now and put them into place. But yeah, it's looking fantastic. Really pleased. Well, hey, it's coming together nicely now. It's always quite hard to estimate how many of these bags of stones you need. Like I say, I had the pallet of 30 ordered from B&Q. Obviously on B&Q's website, they do have a variety of different ones available, loads of different colours. You got some that are a bit more plain, some that are like blue, they've got green stones, they've got all sorts, whatever you fancy. But I thought, yeah, we'll go for these cream white stones that fit with the colour scheme, of course, of the garden. I'm quite picky when it comes to my colour schemes, as you've probably seen with the house. I like it all to flow nicely. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how the bedrooms come together, so we'll be taking you through another update in there very soon as well. But yeah, look at this, it's coming together nicely. Been about 15 minutes now putting these stones down. It's quite easy, to be honest, just bringing the bags around, cutting them open, and then yeah, just using my hands just to level them all out and put them in how I want to. But yeah, in terms of how many I've used so far, there's 10 bags of stones there. I've got 30 in total. Obviously I'm doing all down this side as well, so hopefully I've got the right amount. Like I say, it's hard to estimate how many you need, but on the B&Q website, a lot of places where you order these stones from, they do update you on there where you put in like your measurements, and it says, yeah, if you're covering 3 by 4 metre area, for example, it'll tell you an estimate of how many stones you're actually going to need for that area. But I'm going to carry on bringing them round. It's just started to rain a little bit, but you know what, that doesn't matter, it'll wash all these off nicely. Well, I'm really pleased with the overall look of this. I think it's coming together really nicely, other than the leaves, of course, just down here that keep blowing over. It is autumn after all, and yeah, some big trees just around the corner, so it's blowing leaves over. But you know what? It is looking fantastic. Really pleased. I've actually saved 4 bags as well, just to kind of scatter about to fill in some more of the gaps, because that's the thing when you're doing this. You never fully know how many you're going to need. However, I'd recommend getting a few more than you think you're going to need, just to kind of fill in the gaps, so it looks really good. But yeah, I'm impressed with it really. Just been putting them down the side here up against the wall as well, making sure they're going underneath the little bushes here, and yeah, just overall it's coming together nicely. I've just been digging up a little bit under here just to flatten this out a little bit more down the side of the shed, because here there's actually going to be a little fence blocking off the storage area down there, and in the long term I'm going to put some stones down there as well and round the back of the shed, because obviously there's an access route all the way round the back of the shed and round at the sides, just to look after it. But yeah, I think overall it looks fantastic. Now, like I say, there's going to be the finish finisher going along the end just here, and then yeah, as much as the shed does look finished, it's not yet. Once it's all sealed up, we're going to be putting some more finishers down the bottom just here to cover up the foundations to the sheds, and also there's finishers to go on the top and the side here as well, just to give it that nice overall finished look. But yeah, it's coming together nicely. What I'm going to do shortly as well is just knock the little edging into place a bit more down, just so it's level across the sides as well. But yeah, the garden's got a gradual slope just here anyway for drainage. But yeah, it's coming together lovely. Let's go see how Dad's getting on. Inside then now, it seems like you're getting on all right. You strengthened the floor up just here.
We're very bouncy this along here.
Yeah, just getting it right, isn't it, really, to make sure that it's all good. I mean, we couldn't put a proper base down on this section of the shed because we knew we were going to be digging it out to put in the bookworm. But obviously it's more a matter of just levelling it all up and getting it fine underneath, isn't it, really, for walking on, which is nice.
A bit of a framework round, and then we can dig down a bit as well.
Yeah, that's the thing, because obviously we couldn't put you know, a whole base down under this, a whole concrete base, because yeah, we knew we needed this big hole here for the worm, and that's because the size of him. Obviously he wouldn't stand up, even with it being quite tall in here. He wouldn't stand in here without digging down. But this is a very similar process to what we did back in this shed in its old location. However, if you remember, the bookworm was right in the middle. What we've done is pushed into the left, so we've got the access path just here as well. But yeah, it's coming nicely. You've done the floor down here as well. This is looking good. Obviously a little connected this through. It's still a work in progress, but it's coming together quite nice now.
Doing pretty well now.
Yeah, at least it's indoor work as well, as the weather starts to take a bit of a turn, really. But yeah, it's coming together nicely. But I'll leave you to it in here. I'm going to carry on with some more stones now. I've got 4 more bags just over there to spread out and put around. Right there, so I've got all of the stones laid out now, and I've got to say, it is looking fantastic down here, other than the leaves that keep blowing over, but it is autumn after all. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how this is looking. Obviously all the grass that's going to place there now, also all the stones, the slabs. I've actually just built up the fire pit that I bought. That's the thing, it's a really good time for buying garden things at the moment. With it being winter, things are really cheap, and the DIY stores are trying to get rid of things off the shelves so they can put more Christmas in. So I managed to get this really cheap, this nice fire pit from B&Q. Now that looks great. Obviously it's probably not going to go in that location because there's going to be a water feature there. However, I thought for now I'll just put it there, just onto the slabs, and obviously in the next couple of days the big Christmas tree is going to be going in just over here as well. I say like that, more like this, yeah, that's going to go onto that section there. But yeah, this is looking really good. So yeah, literally all these finishes, I've just hammered them down into the soil a little bit more just to finish it off. And yeah, it is looking fantastic. I mean, now you'd think, oh, it's pretty much done. Obviously there is some more finishing touches. Like I say, there's going to be some edging going in around the bottom, attached to the sheds, and also along the top there as well, so we don't see the edging of the felt. But yeah, that's all kind of finishing touches to go in, just like down at the bottom there as well. There's actually going to be a fence panel put in just across there, and yeah, we'll stain all of this fence at some point as well. But that isn't a priority really. Effectively now the garden is done, so to speak, other than them finishing touches. Obviously there's another couple of coats of stain for the shed as well, but again, that's not a priority necessarily. It's more now finishing off the inside, and firstly continuing on to dig out the mud and also get the area sorted where the bookworm is going to stand. So yeah, let's go and have a look inside. Back inside the barn shed then now, and this is where the focus is. And yeah, what I've literally been doing just is continuing on with the digging out just down here, obviously to make sure that this is low enough down for the bookworm to stand into place. We're then going to be making sure we cover up all the soil down here, make it watertight, and yeah, these 2 wooden pieces that you can see are part of a bigger framework that will go on top of that area to block it all in. But like I say, we've just got to make it watertight first. I just kind of laid them down as a reference point to know how far to dig down and make sure it's going to be okay. But whilst I've been outside and doing that, Dad's made loads of progress just over here with trying to joining the sheds up.
Yeah, put all these boards across there and down there.
This is looking nice.
And this will be where you'd always walk through anyway.
It's all been sealed now in there as well, which is good. So yeah, you spent quite a lot of time using sealer and making sure that that's all going to be watertight. But yeah, when you stand back here now, you get a good idea on the door frame. So there's going to be plenty of room there. This will all be blocked in off to this side. However, we can't do that yet until the worm is back in this way. Yeah. Yeah, so obviously this here will just lift out at the moment whilst we get the worm in, and then obviously this then can all be blocked in. So yeah, you imagine there's going to be a wall all the way across there, and then you'll just have the doorway. And what we're going to do here as well, just to make it look nice, is because obviously at the side it curves off just there on a slant. We're going to do one just there as well, just to make it look more natural when you're walking through here. But there you go, that's the big update. Next stage, we're going to continue on doing this just down here. So I'll give you a little bit of an update later on on how this is all coming together. Well, here we go then. We've actually added the finishers now to the top here on the outside. Like I say, there is some more to do down at the bottom, and also deciding on what we do on this side. But for now, the focus was just on this kind of L shape here. And yeah, we've just added a wooden finisher all the way across. It's great really, because it just covers up all the nails and makes it look really nice along there. So yeah, that was nice and straightforward to put on. And then this one took a bit more work, because obviously the shape of it, more of a slope, we had to put a couple of small brackets underneath, and then yeah, we've attached that onto the side, stained it black, and hey presto, obviously all of that now really is ready for another coat of stain all the way across. Along with that, Dad's been working on putting some sealer around the edges as well.
Yeah, I thought put sealer all around the windows, because you're not having opening windows there, so make sure no rain gets in there and stuff. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. No, it's looking really nice, isn't it? And of course, we've made a lot of progress on the inside as well. The bookworm is now in place. Let's go and have a look. Oh, and here he is, back in place, and yeah, in his new home. So obviously, like we said before, it was more central. In fact, you walked straight in and he was right in the middle. What we've done this time is moved him off to the left to create this walkway. And yeah, Dad's been finishing this off really today in terms of the framework around here.
Got your slants in for you.
Yeah, so obviously we needed this one because of the roof. This one is purely going to be for show, but it's just so that it looks right from this angle. Like from here, you're just going to see the framework of it, which is good. But now I'm really pleased with how this is coming together. We've also just been to B&Q, got some of these boards, which we're going to be using to do this internal wall just here as well, because obviously this is the edge of the frame. So from here, all you're going to see through is this door frame here. All that's going to be blocked in around there. But yeah, the bookworm's in. We are actually going to lift him up a little bit higher, but first we need to make sure we put all the insulation in, and also the boards in around the shed as well. So for now, we've left that gap. What we will do is actually push him up, so he's raised up a little bit more than where he is. But he's massive. You can see where we have to dig down here. Again, all this needs finishing off. This is just provisional. We've made sure it's all watertight down there. We've put the sides in, and then yeah, we're going to finish all this off and make it look really nice down there at the bottom. But yeah, we've made some really good progress in this vlog. I mean, all this around here is looking really good. Obviously from this side now, you get an idea on it's going to look as well. Because obviously we're going to block it in, because yeah, the back of the bookworm's nothing spectacular really. It's just the back of it. It was never designed to be seen from the back when it was at Alton Towers. We have got the back panels though to go on just here, so we'll put them on and do some finishing touches to that at a later date. But really, for now, we wanted to get that in because we couldn't start blocking this in until that was there because of the size of it. So yeah, it's looking good, isn't it? But that's all for this update now. It's going to be a few weeks now until there's more updates on the shed, because obviously Christmas is coming up. We're going on some trips and things, but we'll be back in a few weeks where we're going to start working on the inside.
Interesting to do that, wouldn't it?
It's going to be really nice. I mean, I've loved the project, but yeah, here's a look at the inside now. We've got loads of spare bits of wood, and yeah, look at this. I've actually just been wiping some of the footprints off. I've not been Spider-Man. I've not been walking up the walls. When we had it all stacked up outside, kept walking over bits because the garden, as you saw, was an absolute mess. But yeah, it's looking a lot tidier now. And of course, in this video, I've put all the stones in, the fire pit out there. It looks good. I'm really pleased with it. And yeah, the next episode will be coming up later in December, I'd imagine. When yeah, the first job of course is going to be getting power into here. Along with that then, it's going to be flooring, thinking about the internal wall that we're going to build here, insulation, boarding. There's a lot to do, but at least it's indoor work now as well, which is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming on good.
It is. The worm looks great from over here as well. It's nice to just have a different perspective, and you're going to see him through the doorway just there. But there we go. Thanks to my wonderful Dan Allen for helping out. He'll be back very soon. And yeah, there's been another update actually inside the house that I'm just going to go and get now. So we'll go and see Charlotte and we'll show you our new bed. Here we go then. Welcome to the bedroom here, Charlotte.
Oh, finally got a bed.
Oh, this is it. We've been waiting for this moment.
Waiting so long for this
Quite
moment.
some time. It was a couple of weeks delayed, wasn't it?
It was, unfortunately, but these things happen.
Yeah, we've got the bed and here it is.
Oh,
Da, 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 da. Oh, really pleased with it. So yeah, obviously we wanted to add the pink finish in here. And yeah, look at this. It has come together really nicely now with all the pictures up. We've got the mirror up just over here as well. Really pleased with how this looks. So yeah, here's the bed. So obviously we've got the nice frame over here at the back, the headboard, which fits with the colour scheme. We're very pleased with that. It's nice, isn't it? Really bulky at the back there as well, which is good. Proper
Good
for kind of,
quality.
yeah, it is. Yeah, you can sit back in bed and do a bit of reading if you want to. And then yeah, of course the bed, we haven't had any drawers underneath it. It's not an ottoman or anything like that where it lifts up, but then it's got the pattern
We did have
down
the
here on the front.
option to have that, but we said that if you have that, you just fill it with rubbish, don't you?
I think so.
sometimes?
We've got the storage, we've got bedside
And you have
cabinets.
to keep lifting the bed up and all the bedding will go everywhere.
You've basically got a walk-in wardrobe over it. That's what I'd
yeah.
class it as. Anyway, it's a big
Yeah,
one. I've got my
basically.
wardrobe. This is perfectly fine. We've got the drawers at either side. But yeah, and then obviously we've got the nice pink finish. We've decided to put this throw over. We got this stuff from Dunelm, what we've got just here.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
Yeah, it is, yeah, because the pink kind of goes with the rug that we got down there as well, the lampshades, and the lovely picture that we bought, like, feels like ages ago
I know
now.
it does.
But we finally got that up just over here as well. And we've got the nice cushions. Those are also from Dunelm that you can see just there as well. But yeah, it's lovely.
Canvas up as well.
Yeah, Charlotte's got us a canvas with that lovely photo.
I love that photo.
Yeah, it's at Walt Disney World. And yeah, we've got the little mirror up just over
We have
there.
indeed.
So it means the bedroom finally is officially done and it's really cosy. We've had quite a few nights sleeping in this bed now and it is very comfortable, isn't it?
It's lovely. I always get excited to get into bed.
Yeah, it is really nice because we found that, you know, we wanted not a really hard mattress, but not a really soft one either. Something that was quite firm, just to stop us rolling into each other.
We found the right mattress.
Yeah, perfect this is. We found this lovely bed and the mattress we weren't too keen on, so we managed to swap it with another one in the shop. They let us put another mattress on this one, and this is perfect. So yeah, the bed is in, and yeah, there we go. Hope you like it. Our bedroom is now done. So another really nice productive few days here with our house. Of course, starting off outside, we're putting the stones down, the grass. What do you think to that?
Oh, you've done a really good job. It looks fantastic.
You compare it to not too long ago, like a few weeks back, where it looked terrible. In fact, here's a photo that I took, looking back just there at how the garden was, and then bam, like how it's come together now.
Looks
Fantastic.
fantastic.
Really, really pleased with that. And obviously the shed at the back, gonna get some more stain on there, but obviously we've got them finishers on there now on the top. We'll get the bottom ones done at some point, probably after Christmas now, because the tree's gonna be going up next, which is good. I wanted that finished off so we get the big Christmas tree in place out there in the garden, the other twinkly tree. So that'll be the next video coming up. And the inside, we've got the worm in place there as well now. And yeah, the next job really is going to be the electrics inside, insulation, walls, and do some more sealer as well around the places. But overall, the house is looking really nice.
I'm really pleased.
The good thing is as well, now that's nearly done, means all that bedroom can start to be turned into what's going to be an office and be tidier. We've already took a couple of bits out there now, but yeah, over the coming weeks, probably, you know, January time, we're going to see a lot of that come out and make its way into the big shed.
Definitely.
But there we go. Thank you very much for watching and have your own adventures. See you in the next video.